Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brad again, and thanks for coming to chill in the lounge today. And in today's video for you guys, we're going to be going over an updated version of my Cyber Dragon deck profile. I featured one a couple months ago on my channel. It was more or less like a going second version that relied on like OTKs and whatnot. And with this deck profile, I'm going to be going over a going first version today for you guys. So if you guys are new to the channel and you like this deck profile, then be sure to like this video down below. And also, if you could, then be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I'm going to be having some more openings and deck profiles here in the near future. And also, right before we get into the deck profile, I just wanted to show some real sweet heat that I got from my buddies over at Tapio Cards. A couple of real cool custom pins that they'd made. We have a little Danger Snake and Danger Jackalope pin and an Ecclesia Dogmatica pin. So if you're ever interested in one yourselves, you can go over to tapiocards.com, and they have all different types of pins as well, like Infernobles, and they're going to be working on some other creations too. So make sure you keep an eye out for that, and let's get into this deck profile, guys. Alright, and starting off for the deck profile, we play triple copies of the OG, our Cyber Dragon. I know that Yassine and a couple others might opt to play the one Cyber Dragon, depending on the build, if you're going for like the Trap Heavy variant or like the ABC variant. I personally believe that 3 Cyber Dragons is the best and most optimal way to play Cyber Dragons. Especially with being able to use machine duplication to bring out 2 more, easily making Nova Infinity. This deck, personally, is more of make Infinity, Dragoon, and then having like Overflow in the back row for extra interruptions on your opponent's turn. So I personally think that playing 3 Cyber Dragons is the best option. And then next, your main normal summon of the deck, you play triple Cyber Dragon Core. When he's normal summoned, you add a Cyber Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand, and if you control no monsters on your side of the field and he's in your graveyard, then you can banish himself from your graveyard to special summon a Cyber Dragon from your deck. But you can only use each effect once per turn, but still, Core is the main summon of the deck, and if by chance they Ash or Imperm the Core, even if they Imperm it and you have like Machine Duplication, it'll still get you extra bodies on the board so you can go into bigger plays. We play triple copies of our Cyber Dragon Hers. Again, if you see the Galaxy Soldier in hers, and even like Core or even Ash or something like that, like any normal summon, that alone will get you your Infinity plus your Dragoon on board. Which even sometimes Dragoon is enough to win games on its own. So I would definitely want to play 3 of that. And for our last Cyber Dragon monster, we play the 1 Naxter. Not a terrible card. I think 1 is perfectly fine. If by chance you use his effect to resurrect a Cyber Dragon from your graveyard, it locks you into machines for the rest of the turn. So I don't like to go into this. It's only as like a last resort because my follow-up for making my Infinity usually is going into the Anaconda and then making the Dragoon. So you don't want to be locked into machines at that point or else you can't make the Anaconda. So 1 is just fine if by chance you need to use it. And then next, we play triple copies of Galaxy Soldier. Again, I know some people opt to play 2. I think 3 is perfectly fine. You definitely want to see this in your opening hand with hers. So you can absolutely get your Infinity, and then if by chance you have another, like a normal summon in your hand as well, then that will get you your Dragoon play as well on top of the Infinity, which is really, really hard for your opponent to deal with. So I think 3 is perfectly fine. And then our last couple of pieces of the engine, I guess you can say. The 1 Electromagnetic Turtle and the 1 Jizakuru. The turtle is for the dump with the Rampage, so you can get the extra attacks, and then you can disrupt your opponent's battle phase on the following turn, so they can't do any attack damage to you. And then Jizakuru is a searchable card that you can use with your Cyber Repair Plant, so if by chance your opponent has like Dragoon or something problematic that you don't want to deal with, then you can just tribute over it with this. Very, very easy to deal with. And then next, considering we play the Dragoon package, we play the 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon and the 1 Dark Magician. Pretty self-explanatory. And then we play a little hand trap package in the deck. We play triple copies of our Psy-Frame Gear Gamma and the 1 Driver. So if by chance you're going to use your Cyber Emergency or anything and they go to Ash it, You know, you can just use Gamma. It'll get you an Omega on the board. Just a couple extra bodies, really. You know, we also play the triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Because again, you know, same thing with Gamma. Like, you know, you just want to be able to disrupt your opponent's plays. You're not guaranteed to go first, so being able to open this or Gamma is really, really good to be able to stop your opponent from proceeding further with their combos. And that is it for the monster lineup for the deck. And then for the spells, we play triple copies of Cyber Emergency. The main searcher of the deck, you know, just like I was saying, if by chance this was to get Ash and you have Gamma in your hand, then, you know, at least you can get a couple bodies on the board, negate the Ash, and you still get the search off of the Emergency, which is really, really good. We play triple copies of Machine Duplication, because if you're able to see this in hers or this in core, any of the combination of the three, or of the two, whatever, then this will get you your double Cyber Dragons on the board, so you can make your Infinity and all that extra fun stuff. You know, we all know how those plays go. And then for the one-ofs, we play the 1 Cyber Repair Plant, the 1 Cyber Rev System, the 1 Overload Fusion, the 1 Cyberload Fusion for the OTK, and the 1 Red Eyes Fusion for the Anaconda Dump Target. Again, pretty generic, self-explanatory, doesn't really need any explanation. And then for the traps, we play triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, because again, we don't want our opponent to be able to play the game. We want to be able to interrupt them in any way that we can, and then just OTK them with our Infinity, Dragoon, if we make, you know, Rampage, you know, anything like that. It's very, very easy to OTK with this deck. And then last, we play the double copies of Cybernetic Overflow. Just being able to banish a couple of Cyber Dragons off of Overflow to pop a couple cards on your opponent's side of the field, and then using something like the Cyberload Fusion to shuffle those targets back in the deck to bring out another big boy like Rampage Dragon. Really, really good. And that is it for the main deck, guys. 40 cards in the main, so let's get into that extra deck. Alright guys, and first we play the 1 copy of Salamangreat Almirage. More or less your core target. If you send the core to the graveyard with Almirage to set your Cyber Repair Plant live, more or less the only real utility of using Almirage. We have the 1 Anima. This is more so if by chance you get Jizakuru and tribute over one of your opponent's monsters, just put it over the extra monster zone, then you can take it with Anima to get yourself a 3300 beat stick. We have the 1 Anaconda, again for your Dragoon plays after you make Infinity. The 1 Seeger. We have the 2 Cyber Dragon Nova. 2 Cyber Dragon Infinity. We have the 1 Invoke Makaba. This is more or less if by chance you're playing against a Dogmatica matchup and they have Maximus or anything that will send this, a monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, so you can just send Nova so you can special summon Makaba. You can opt to play something different, it's entirely up to you. We have the 1 Cyber Twin Dragon. This is just more or less for the OTK, if you have the Cyberload Fusion. And then we have the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. The 1 Chimera Tech Mega Fleet. The 1 Rampage Dragon, just to get the turtle to the graveyard to stop your opponent's battle phase the following turn, and more or less just to OTK, because if you use this in Seeger, it's very, very easy to OTK. The 1 copy of Dragoon for your Anaconda plays. And the 1 Omega, if by chance you were to Gamma and get the driver on the field, just so you have an extra card on the field. Extra bodies, you can use it for a card rip out of the hand. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the extra deck, guys. So again, a couple cards that you could opt to change if you really wanted to, but I think the main deck is fairly solid for the most part. Very consistent, very easy to break boards. OTK going second and going first, putting up Infinity and Dragoon is very, very tough for your opponent to deal with. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. So if you liked the video, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you're not already, then please subscribe to the channel for more future content. So everyone stay safe, take care, and be chill. Alright, bye guys.